Hey, Lions fans. I'm Derek and welcome to the channel. Here you will know everything about Lions. Let's check out the latest developments in Detroit and all the news from the last few hours. First of all, click subscribe and turn on notifications. Receive all the news from Detroit firsthand. If you love the Lions, don't waste time, be one of our members. Ndamukong Suh's dislike for the Dallas Cowboys stemming from perceived cheating. Former All-Pro defensive tackle Ndamukong Suh has expressed his aversion to the Dallas Cowboys, attributing it to a specific incident he deems as cheating. Suh, now 36 years old and contemplating a comeback for the NFL stretch run, played for various teams during his 13-year career, earning a reputation as a formidable and at times controversial force on the field. Suh's disdain for the Dallas Cowboys harks back to a particular moment during his tenure with the Detroit Lions. In an Instagram post this week, Suh revealed his sentiments, stating, "I don't like Dallas, especially when I was a Lion and they cheated us." The memory Suh refers to dates back to the end of the 2014 season when the Lions faced the Cowboys at AT&T Stadium. During that playoff game, there was an apparent hold on Suh that went unflagged, and he believes it played a role in the Cowboys' 24-20 victory. In that playoff matchup, Suh, who was an All-Pro that year, recorded 2 sacks of Cowboys quarterback Tony Romo. However, the perceived non-call on the hold fueled frustration, and the loss marked Suh's final game in a Lions uniform as he left the team in free agency. Despite the passage of time and changes in his NFL journey, Suh's dislike for the Cowboys lingers, likely fueled by the lingering sense of injustice he associates with that playoff defeat. As the 11-4 Lions prepare to face the 10-5 Cowboys in a Saturday night showdown featuring 2 playoff-bound teams, Suh's sentiments add an extra layer of intrigue to the matchup. Whether driven by a continued affinity for the Lions or a lasting resentment for what he perceives as cheating by the Cowboys, Ndamukong Suh's feelings are a reminder of the emotions and narratives that can shape player-team dynamics in the NFL. Latest roster moves and potential additions for Lions. In the latest roster developments for the Detroit Lions, cornerback Chase Lucas is set to be waived, with the team aiming to bring him back to the practice squad. However, before rejoining the practice squad, Lucas will be exposed to waivers, allowing any team to claim him and add him to their 53-man roster. Lucas, recognized for his contributions to the Lions special teams, received praise from special teams coordinator Dave Phipp for his performance in a recent game. Phipp commended Lucas for his role as the right gunner, contributing to successful plays and showcasing his skills in coverage. While the Lions haven't officially announced their plans for the vacant roster spots, there are several considerations in play. The team could explore options from injured reserve, IR, or the practice squad to fill the positions. Notable candidates include defensive end Bruce Irvin and kicker Michael Badgley from the practice squad. Both players still have one remaining elevation, allowing them to play against the Dallas Cowboys without occupying a permanent spot on the 53-man roster. One of the potential reasons for creating an open roster spot is the possible activation of Gardner Johnson. Having completed 2 weeks of practice after being designated to return from injured reserve, Gardner Johnson is under evaluation for activation. Head coach Dan Campbell acknowledged the positive progress in Gardner Johnson's condition, expressing optimism about his readiness to contribute on the field. Another consideration could involve the return of fullback Jason Cabinda to the active roster. Cabinda, who has been practicing for 2 weeks, is nearing the end of his evaluation period. The decision to activate him could further enhance the Lions' roster flexibility. As of now, the Lions have not officially confirmed any roster moves, and updates are expected to be provided once the decisions are finalized. The Lions have made additional roster moves, waiving linebacker Trevor Nowask. With one more spot remaining on the 53-man roster, the team may explore late roster moves, potentially involving signings from the practice squad. Amon-Ra St. Brown praises Dan Campbell's leadership skills. In the recent episode of the St. Brown Brothers podcast, Detroit Lions wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown showered praise on head coach Dan Campbell, highlighting Campbell's natural ability to command a room and deliver impactful speeches. St. Brown, known for his own passionate approach to the game, expressed his admiration for Coach Campbell's leadership style. According to St. Brown, Campbell is the guy and possesses a unique talent for delivering speeches that resonate with the players. St. Brown acknowledged being accustomed to Campbell's speeches and emphasized their effectiveness. In particular, St. Brown pointed out the distinctiveness of Campbell's messages, noting that while some might perceive them as overdone, he couldn't imagine a different coach delivering speeches that come close to Campbell's. Campbell's ability to capture the locker room's attention and convey a powerful message has been evident throughout the season. St. Brown cited a recent example when Campbell gathered players from previous regimes to recognize the significance of winning the NFC North, especially for those who had endured challenging times with the team. Comparing Campbell to other coaches in winning locker rooms, St. Brown highlighted the uniqueness of Campbell's speaking style, emphasizing its natural and impactful nature. Campbell's authenticity and effectiveness in connecting with players have played a crucial role in the Detroit Lions' turnaround, making him a respected figure among the team. Yet another injured Lions defender returns to practice. In the midst of Detroit Lions' challenges this season, there's a glimmer of hope as second-year edge rusher James Houston takes his first steps toward returning to the lineup. Houston, who suffered a broken ankle in the second week of the season, commenced his 21-day practice window to return from injured reserve. Houston, a sixth-round draft pick out of Jackson State last year, left a significant mark in his rookie campaign. Promoted from the practice squad late in the season, he showcased his potential with a notable performance, recording 2 sacks in the Thanksgiving Day game against Buffalo. Returning to practice, Houston expressed his excitement and readiness to contribute to the team. Despite having a plate and 4 screws in his leg, he believes in making a positive impact similar to his previous season when he accumulated 8 sacks in 7 games. In other injury news, the Lions receive positive updates as Taylor Decker, the starting left tackle, gears up to play against the Dallas Cowboys. Decker, who suffered a groin injury but finished the last game, adds strength to the offensive line. Having all 5 starting offensive linemen available for the upcoming game signifies a consistent and formidable offensive line. Recent weeks have seen impressive offensive performances, averaging 418.5 yards, 164 yards rushing, and minimal sacks. As the Lions prepare to face the Dallas Cowboys, known for their versatile pass rush led by Micah Parsons, the challenge is evident. Coach Dan Campbell sees this matchup as an opportunity to gauge the team's true capabilities. Dallas boasts one of the most formidable defenses in the NFL, ranking high in various categories. Detroit's offense, on the other hand, has been performing exceptionally well, ranking in the top 5 in points, total yards, passing, and rushing. With the NFC North title secured, Coach Campbell's concern is avoiding complacency in the last 2 weeks of the regular season. However, players, including second-year defensive lineman Aiden Hutchinson, remain focused on maintaining momentum and validating the team's potential. As the Lions aim for the number 2 seed and potentially the number 1 seed if San Francisco falters, the team's determination remains unwavering. Hutchinson, a crucial part of the defense, continues to make an impact, credited with impressive statistics and rankings. The return of James Houston adds depth to the Lions' defensive lineup. The upcoming matchup against the Cowboys serves as a litmus test for Detroit's postseason aspirations. Gardner Johnson ruled out for Week 17 against Cowboys. The Detroit Lions community will need to exercise patience as safety Gardner Johnson has been officially ruled out for the upcoming Week 17 clash against the Dallas Cowboys, as confirmed by NFL Network's Ian Rappaport. Gardner Johnson's absence stems from a torn pectoral muscle suffered back in Week 2 against the Seattle Seahawks. Despite displaying resilience by continuing to play through the injury and delivering an impressive performance with 8 combined tackles, the 26-year-old has been on the recovery path since. While medically cleared to return in early December and actively participating in practices with the Lions, the team is opting for a cautious approach. Ensuring Gardner Johnson reaches 100% fitness before stepping back onto the field remains a top priority for the Lions. Gardner Johnson, with 3 seasons at the New Orleans Saints and a standout year with the Philadelphia Eagles in 2022-23, brings a wealth of experience and skill to the Lions' defensive lineup. In the 2022-23 season with the Eagles, Gardner Johnson showcased his prowess with 67 combined tackles, 8 passes defended, and 6 interceptions in 12 regular season games. His postseason contributions included 12 combined tackles, with a notable 4 tackles in the Eagles' Super Bowl appearance against the Kansas City Chiefs. As Gardner Johnson teases his return through Instagram videos, the anticipation among Lions fans is palpable. With Detroit enjoying an impressive 11-3 record and securing the NFC North title for the first time in over 30 years, the team is on a high note, carrying a 2-game win streak, including a dominant victory over the Denver Broncos in Week 15. Gardner Johnson's return will undoubtedly bolster an already formidable Lions team. The community eagerly awaits the moment when he can contribute to the team's success in their pursuit of a strong finish to the season. While Gardner Johnson's absence for week May 17 caused some disappointment among fans, the Lions prioritize his long-term fitness and impact on the team. As Detroit continues its winning streak and eyes a promising playoff run, the return of Gardner Johnson is expected to add another layer of strength to their already impressive defensive lineup. My friends, what did you think of the latest news? Leave an analysis for any of the topics. I also want to know what your expectations are until the end of the season. Leave it in the comments. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button for our channel. Join our community as a new fan to stay updated with our latest content. Let's strengthen Lions. Catch you later.